False start, holding, drop passes, drop touchdown passes, players out of position. It drives coaches, it drives parents, fans, certainly drives the players crazy. But now perhaps the answer to all that with training better athletes and the perfect hands, the perfect step, and the perfect punch. The two men behind it are with me here today, Ron Mendocino and Ron Sowers. Ronnie, first and foremost, let me ask you, I see your size. Football is obviously a part of your life.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, football is a very important part of my life. I grew up not only playing high school, but collegiate and a little bit of the NFL, USFL back in the day, and learned so much about myself and the game of football through coaching, where the biggest experience came from.
And Ronnie, you've done some coaching as well. What's your background? How'd you get together with this?
Sure, Kevin. Over the last 30 years, I've been coaching many different sports. And about 12 years ago, I had the privilege of meeting Coach, seeing that we both had the same philosophy of fundamentals in teaching. And the two of us have coached in the last 12 years from youth athletics all the way up to the semi-pro level.
You've seen it all, and I've obviously put this together, the perfect hands, perfect step, perfect punch. What did it come from? Every time you got called for holding, you said, I got to stop this?
No, that's not exactly it. Actually, it came from coaching. And all of the times that you coach, you're repeating things over and over, trying to get players to do things correctly. And really, it came out of necessity. It came out of, I wanted to make something that put these players in the perfect position, that created muscle memory, and it was a tool to teach with.
Well, let's talk about the tools, the perfect hands. What's the theory, Ron? What the idea behind this?
The theory behind the perfect hands, Kevin, is quite simple. We use it in football for many different parts. We'll use it for receivers, we'll use it for defensive backs, anyone who can catch the ball, and also for running backs. The thing is to have the hands in the proper position, no matter what your position is that you're playing for football.
I've seen the drills, I've seen the videotape, I see the kids and of all ages spinning, turning. I even see them reaching around goalposts. What are some of the drills? What are some of the theories behind those drills you have them do?
Sure, the theory behind the one with the goalpost is quite simple. One of the biggest common problems that we have with the receiver is that he allows the ball to come into the chest and it bounces off his chest because it hits the pads. But the philosophy with that is you're now working with the hands, getting them in a diamond position, in the up position, and the down position, keeping the hands away from the chest.
And I mentioned at the start, drop passes, drop touchdown passes. The benefits are pretty obvious, aren't they?
Yeah, the benefits are very obvious. We work a muscle memory tactic that just gets these receivers after it to make the right motion to catch the ball.
The perfect step and the perfect punch. People are saying, punch? Wait, this isn't boxing. What's this all about?
Well, no, it's not boxing, Kevin, but there's a lot of punching going on in football in the trenches. I guarantee you that. The key theory here is the man with his hands on the inside has the best chance to win the battle. So the first thing we started doing is forcing players to have their thumbs up, which creates a bicep interlocked, and to have your hands close, because if the defensive guy gets his hands inside of yours, he's going to push you back. And so then that worked, and it really corrected some things. But then without the feet, just having your hands in the right position, it doesn't work. So then we came up with the total package of the perfect hands, then the perfect punch, and perfect step.
And what are the benefits of this as well? Just muscle memory, learning it over and over again?
Well, it's not only muscle memory, and that's one of the key factors is the muscle memory, but it's also position. You play football with bent knees. You can't play football standing straight up. So it forces you to sit down, what we coaches call sit in a chair, into the proper position. It forces your hands and your feet to work together. Because you've seen, Kevin, we've all seen an offensive lineman shoving a defensive lineman into the quarterback or being called for holding. That's because he reached with his hands and he didn't move his feet. The perfect step and the perfect punch force a player to do it correctly and move the body.
All right, I've got a bunch of training equipment at home. I've got kids. Some of it I can't get out of the box. Some of it I can't get back and fold it up. It's all sitting in my living room. How hard is this going to be to put on?
Well, Kevin, why don't we just put a pair on?
There we go, all right.
Let's put the perfect hands on you.
Very simple, little Velcro. Slide the hand in here. There we go, my big fat wrist. I have no prior experience in this at all. I've never been arrested, I want to let you know. There we go. Oh, that is
Now,
pretty,
Kevin, you're ready to start training. You can put your hands in the cradle position. You can put it in a diamond position, and even set up where you have to make blocks.
And what about the perfect step and perfect punch? How hard is that to put on?
Well, it's not hard at all. There's three basic steps. Again, you're going to interlock your wrist into the cuffs. You're going to strap your thumbs around that keeps your bicep locked in, and put your feet in the straps at the bottom, and you're ready to train.
And you don't need to be at a football stadium or on a football field. You can do this in your own living room.
Yeah, we would suggest that you have a pair at home with you so that you can practice. Get in front of the mirror, get in front of the plate glass window, and really watch yourself making the proper movements, being in the perfect position, and doing things right. Really, Kevin, if I had to say anything, this is about players doing things correctly.
And I've seen players, kids, women, men, boys of all ages. And this is light, very durable. What was the theory behind putting this together?
Well, the idea behind it was really simple, Kevin. We wanted to make something that was durable, number one. Number two, very easy to use and no assembly whatsoever.
Well, guys, I've been around football my whole life. I've never seen anything quite like this. And I still haven't seen it. Where can I find you?
Well, you can find this at trainingbetterAthletes.com, Kevin, and you can get our contact information and everything you'll need to know to be able to order the equipment.
TrainingBetterAthletes.com. And all right, now everybody wants to know. Coaches are sitting there. Their budgets have been cut. Mom and Dad, you know what their budgets are like. How much is this going to hit me in the pocketbook?
Well, Kevin, this is actually going to be very affordable. It's going to be less than a tank of gas. We had this in mind when we created the product, that we knew it had to be affordable, and so that's what we made.
Affordable and durable. It lasts. Best off, it works. It's the perfect hand, the perfect step, the perfect punch. TrainingBetterAthletes.com.
That's right.